So Go High Level is literally the greatest software you can use to scale your agency. And we use Go High Level to run all of our clients' systems in the back end. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact automations we use for our clients to help them, of course, get more leads, more appointments, and more sales. So I'm going to hop into my computer and show you exactly what it looks like. Awesome. So we're here in my computer. Now, what I want to show you guys is the fact that we use different automations for different tiers for every single client that we have. Some clients have more automations because they pay us more, and other clients pay us less, so they have less automations. But basically, this is exactly how we set it up. So one of our clients here who's a med spa, we have all these different automations. So basically what we have is appointment confirmation reminders that remind clients who book with them that their appointments are coming up. We have database reactivation offers. We have Fast 5 Lite, which is the automation that we use to actually contact leads who come in through Facebook. We have Google review automation, missed call text back. So there are tons of different automations that we can use here. I'm going to break down the exact automation step by step, one by one right now. So every single one of your clients, if you're running ads for them or whatever agency you might have, you're going to need to have an appointment confirmation reminder system. Now, having this appointment reminder system, make sure that every customer that books onto your client's calendar gets reminded that they have an appointment. So basically, it's exactly what we do. Now, this exact workflow is a recipe in Go High Level that you can copy and paste. But if you just want our exact systems and our exact setup, click the link below and hop on a call with us and we'll give you the snapshot for free. Now, let's take a look at every piece of this automation. So first, we're going to have this trigger. So this trigger means that every single time this thing happens, the automation fires. So as you can see here, every time books on the calendar book an appointment and it's confirmed, the automation fires. So if I scroll down here, the first thing that happens is that there's an internal notification that gets sent to the client. So they get a text and a notification saying, hey, we just booked someone on the calendar, right? So there's that. Then we have a confirmation email that gets sent to the potential customer, right? It just says, hey, first name, your appointment's been confirmed at this time and this date, right? Very simple, nothing too crazy. We also send them a text because you want to make sure they get emails and texts at the same time. So if we scroll down further, this right here is something called a wait function, which means that 24 hours before the actual appointment happens, they get a reminder text right before saying, hey, just remind you that you have an appointment. Then we wait 1 hour and do the same thing. And basically after that, that's pretty much it. Now you could add some more reminders, let's say 5 minutes before, 10 minutes before, but we don't want to do too much and annoy people, right? We just want to make sure it's nice and simple. So that's more than enough, right, for that system there. Now the next system we use is something called Fast 5 Lite. So what that is every single time someone goes and clicks on a Facebook ad, immediately the system texts and calls them saying, hey, thank you for actually joining on. We just need you to book a time on our calendar. So they actually get put on the calendar. And I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like there. Because a lot of times when you work with these SMMA clients, they usually don't pick up the phone fast enough. They don't call the clients fast enough. So you just want to make sure there's a system that does it for them automatically so they don't have to worry about it, right? That's really why you're there, right? So of course, the trigger here is that when someone fills out a Facebook lead form. So when you go through Facebook and build out their systems, you're going to want to make sure that every single time someone fills out the lead form, we capture their info when it gets sent to Go High Level. So once that happens there, they of course get a notification. You always want to notify your clients, right? So we click there. Then of course we want to have a conversational SMS. So here is where they talk about thanks for claiming our free offer and talks about have you had the treatment before, right? So this one's a little more in depth. We wait for their reply, right? So if they don't reply, so once we hit this system, they could either reply or not reply, right? So we have to figure out first, if they don't reply, we wait for business hours and we call the client and the customer at the same time so that they get connected and they can hop on the phone to set a meeting together, right? Now, just in case they went through and they didn't pick up, we also wait 1 day and we send just a final text, just checking back to the client to make sure that the client actually knows that we contacted them. Now, let's say they did actually answer. Now we have to break it down and see what type of answer they did, right? So it's a system that's very intricate because we want to make sure that every single possibility is handled. So if they said yes, and it's a positive response, we say, awesome, here's a link to actually capture it and get the offer. If it's a negative response, we say, okay, no problem, it's totally fine, and we still send them the link, right? Because we always want to make sure we send them the link. So of course, after that, we do the same thing here. We wait for business hours only, and we call the client and the customer at the same time, so they hop on a call and they actually go through and take advantage of the offer, right? So that's the system there to make sure that we maximize every single lead that comes through Facebook. Now, the next system that we use is a Google review automation system. Now, this is very important to make sure that after someone actually goes and receives the service, we want to make sure that they get prompted to give you a 5-star review. That's really what it comes down to. Now, this system here is what we do is after they book an appointment on the calendar, a day after they actually had the appointment, we send them a text. Thank you so much for taking advantage of our offer. We really appreciate you. Now, we'd be grateful if you could send us a Google review, right? And we send them the link to the Google review. Very simple, right? Very simple to do that. And of course, that raises the amount of 5-star reviews they get. And the more 5-star reviews you get on Google, the higher you rank, the more trust you have, and just the better your business is. That's really just how it is, right? So very simple there. Now, the final system we like using is something called missed call text back, which is very valuable. So what happens is a lot of times these companies or these local businesses, whenever they get a call, they may miss it because either they're busy or the case may be. And every time they miss a call, they're missing out on thousands of dollars of potential revenue. So it's a very, very simple system that we add in just to literally plug and play so that you never ever miss a call ever again, right? So this is what it looks like here. It does seem a little complicated, but don't worry. Like I said, you can actually copy and paste this in Go High Level's recipe system, or you can just click the link below and we'll set it up for you for your own agency. So after a call is missed, this is what happens, right? So the first time the call is missed, we add a tag saying the first missed call, and we send a text saying this, right? I say, hey, we saw the missed your call. How can we help, right? Very simple. So let's say they call back again and we miss a call a second time. We add a new tag saying second missed call, and we send a different text saying, hey, sorry, we missed your call. We'll get back to you shortly, right? And then we also add internal notification saying, hey, you just missed a call from their phone number. Call back ASAP, right? We want to make sure they call that ASAP. Now, if we missed a call for a third time, we do the same thing, but we add different text saying, thank you for reaching out again. Apologies for missing the call a third time, just to make sure that it seems like a real person, because we want to have different parameters to make it seem real as opposed to just a robot saying the same thing over and over again. And of course, here we send them a little confirmation text here as well, or confirmation notification to the client that we're working with, right? So we want to make sure the system is very robust and very, very good so that it handles every single possibility that the client may have, right? So these basically are the exact workflows that we use for our clients to help them get results and close more deals. Now, if you guys like this content and you guys want to learn exactly how to do this, like I said again, hop on a call with us with the link below. We'll show you exactly how we do it, and we'll help you out completely for free on that end. But yeah, guys, I hope this gave you a lot of value, and I'll see you guys in the next one.